Leadership is about staying calm in times of crisis. You know that as a parent, you know that at the workplace. Stay tuned. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, we lead, and we inspire. And I was inspired to talk on this subject. I saw an article that had 10 quotes on it, and since the quotes aren't by the author, it's not necessary to go over that, but let's talk about the quotes themselves. Some of them are very, very good, and let's get right to it. Quote number 1, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." And that's from a gentleman, I believe a gentleman named Thich Nhat Hanh. Okay, you know, in the morning we talk about having some quiet thinking time, getting yourself settled. That's what we're talking about here. All right, conscious breathing is my anchor. Conscious calmness. Give yourself that calmness, that time every morning. We're going to go over, this is going to be the theme on almost all of these quotes. Number 2, when I look back on all of those worries, all of these worries, I remember the story of the old man who said on his deathbed that he had had a lot of trouble in his life, most of which had never happened. That's by Winston Churchill, which reminds me of the saying that, you know, worry is paying interest before it's due. Too many times we allow ourselves to get upset by things that don't even happen. So give yourself quiet thinking time, relax, calm down. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. That's a quote from Mark Black. I believe that was pretty much stolen by Aaron Rodgers a few years ago when the Green Bay Packers had lost a couple of games, and he always gets interviewed after the game, and he said, "Hey, R-E-L-A-X, relax." Okay? You have to stay calm if you want to control yourself, and more importantly, if you want to control others. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. The best is yet to come. And that's from one of my all-time favorites, Zig Ziglar. Folks, if you haven't seen any Zig Ziglar on YouTube, do yourself a favor and put Zig Ziglar on YouTube and watch some of his stuff. Entertaining, informative, outstanding. Key point though is, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. That's what it takes. I'm reminded of that from a time, you know, first time I landed in the tropics, got to the airport, we were staying at a place, and the bus ride, okay, the bus was broken down, the bus was made in like 1910, and we went through neighborhoods that were just absolutely poverty-ridden until we came to the resort, which was absolutely beautiful. Now, you can't help but get a tug on the heartstrings when you see how the people are living, but I was there on my vacation, and the resort was beautiful. Your calm mind is the ultimate weapon against your challenges. So, relax. You know, now is the time of year when we're having the NCAA basketball tournament, and there are some close games, and you see the fans yelling and screaming, you see the players high-five and everything else, but the coaches have to remain calm, because when you give direction, you can't give it from an excited perspective. You have to be calm. People look to the leader to be under control. As you've heard me preach from this pulpit so many times, in order to be in control of others, you must be under control yourself. So when the mask comes down on the airplane, put the mask over your face before you do that with your children. Be under control yourself, then you can control others. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. You know, I see times, especially, you know, I have Eli, my favorite teenager, as teenagers do, as I did, get upset and irritated you just got to stop, take some deep breaths, regain your self-control, regain your composure, and move on. That's a lesson for young people to learn. Don't let your emotions control everything. It's good to be emotional about and passionate, but on the negative side of the balance sheet, it can also have a very bad effect, just like positive emotions have a good effect. That was a quote, by the way, by Anne Lamott. Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answer. William Burroughs. Boy, have I been preaching that from this very seat, day after day, week after week. You give yourself that quiet thinking time, okay, before you go to sleep at night. You pose those issues, those challenges that you have to the infinite mind. You don't put the solutions up there or the solutions you've tried and failed at. You just put the outcome that you want, and you let the infinite mind put the pieces together for you. And it doesn't happen every time, but ultimately you'll have a mind flash, or you'll see a billboard or some circumstance that you couldn't predict or plan, that you will be able to connect what was previously the unconnected to help you solve your issue. This is how challenges are overcome. Quote number 8, tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. All right, so when you are, as an example, when I first started coaching, okay, my first couple of practices, my first couple of games, or teaching in the classroom when you're fresh out of school, you know, you're a little nervous, there's anxiety, so on and so forth. But after a while, when you become that person, then you are relaxed and you see things with a calm perspective. Relaxation is who you are, but you do have to travel that road of anxiety just a little bit, but plan, do, review, repeat. That's how you get things done. Plan your day, do it, review it, see how you did, what could I have done better, what were my mistakes, and then plan, do, review again every day. That's how you get the challenges overcome. Calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence. So that's very important for good health. The Dalai Lama. If you're anxious, if you're uptight, if you're worried, what does that do to your health? I mean, we've all had the circumstance, okay, maybe I'm the only one who has, where a woman has broken up with me. Okay, I know that never happens to anybody else but me, all right? But when that happens, I can't eat. I'm upset. Is that good for your health? Stay calm, stay under control. There's going to be some times when it's difficult to overcome that issue, but do your best. Understand that it takes calmness to be healthy. And our final quote is from Brian Tracy, whom personal development leader. Set peace of mind as your highest goal and organize your life around it. How can you have peace of mind? By every morning when you wake up, give yourself that quiet thinking time, plan, do, review, go over things you've done, look at the thoughts that are going through your mind, a million of them, some of them creative, some of them, this is what I have to do today. But when you plan it out, you do so and you're moving in the calm direction. You say, I got to do this, then I got to do this, then I got to do this. That's the way it works. Organize your life around it. So let's all stay calm, and let's always remember, hey, don't ration the passion, fashion the passion. I'm Eli's dad.